Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the podcast. I am Packles, the chairman of UWE, here with the creative attire guy. He is part of the creative team for UWE, Nexturz. Say hello.
Well, I'm not the creative attire guy. I am the chief creative officer, and I create all the logos and merchandise for UWE.
Indeed, he does. So, in this podcast, we are going to talk about the match types for Robux in the Bank on June 18th. So, let's go on with the pre-show real quick. We're going to have two pre-show full-server Battle Royals. The winners on both Battle Royals will face each other at Day of Reckoning for the UWE United States of America Championship.
Exactly. We can expect such high-flying and extreme action in the two matches on the pre-show of UWE Robux in the Bank.
And UWE Robux in the Bank on June 19th will take place at the Izod Center.
Exactly.
It is going to be a really good pay-per-view booked, right?
It'll start at 3 p.m. Pacific and...
You mean the kickoff will start at 1 p.m. Pacific, and the actual show itself will start at 2 o'clock Pacific.
Oh, sorry. Just convert that to your time zone if you don't live on the Pacific.
Alright.
And so the first match of the night will be the 6-man Robux in the Bank ladder match.
Yes, we're going to have the Destroyer, we're going to have Doomsday, Dean Ambrose, Seth Ryder, Joey Ryan, and Mike Anarchy.
Exactly, the Anarchist Mike Anarchy has been on a roll for a while now, and we can expect something very special from him later on in the match.
A couple weeks ago, Mike Anarchy made a surprise return because all of us thought that he was released from UWE after Extreme Battles.
Exactly, and if you haven't seen the latest episode of EMW, Kevin Buster returned. Can we see Kevin Buster at Robux in the Bank? We don't know.
Possibly. He is turning inactive. He's turning really active into the live shows right now, but he's not turning active to the televised shows. So who do you think is gonna win this Robux in the Bank match?
Well, if I had to put my money on someone, it would probably be the Destroyer. The Destroyer is very perseverant in every single one of his matches, and he never seems to quit.
I would have to go with Mike Anarchy. He's been pretty perseverant since his match at Wrestle Wars with Kevin Buster.
Alright, you go with Mike Anarchy, I go with the Destroyer. Now let's move on to the next match of the night, which is Faded versus the Bullet Club for the UWE Tag Team titles. Pack-Wolves, what do you have to think about this match?
Well, the Faded hasn't made their televised debuts yet, but they've been really active in the live shows. And not a lot of us know about Faded because they haven't debuted on television yet. So, what do you have to go with, the Faded or the Bullet Club?
I haven't seen much of Faded, but I have seen the destruction that the Bullet Club can create. So, for everyone at home who does not know what Faded is, Pack-Wolves, would you please explain to them?
Faded is a 2-man tag team, and they are the hottest creations that are in UWE today. And I mean, they are really a hot creation. And you gotta admit, they are pretty strong. But will all the Bullet Club members, not all the Bullet Club members is gonna compete in this match, but if the Bullet Club wins, all the Bullet Club members is gonna be the tag team champions of UWE.
Do you think there could be some heat between the members of the Bullet Club when they decide who should hold the titles?
Maybe. So my prediction is that Faded is gonna win by disqualification because one of the members might powerbomb them off the top turnbuckle into a table. That would be pretty insane if I see that coming.
Yeah, Faded is very reckless, but they're very intelligent about the way they go about in their matches. We have seen them multiple times before, but never at televised events.
I am getting chills from the destruction of the Bullet Club. All the members, even including Dawson Siddle, are really tough.
Exactly. Now let's move on to the next match, which is Omega Riser versus Joey Ryan for the NXT Rookie title.
It is a rematch because Joey Ryan is the current NXT Rookie Champion.
Exactly. Now, would you please explain to everyone how he lost the title in the beginning?
It was an upset because Joey Ryan, it was a first to three falls, but if your opponent gets counted out, that does not count as your victory.
Exactly. Now, would you like to add any type of special stipulation for this match, like no countouts, no disqualifications?
I would have to pick ring only. Omega Riser has been really going into the outside for the first ever NXT Rookie Championship match.
You know, one way to solve this problem is by making it a steel cage match.
A steel cage match. That'd probably be a good idea, but Omega Riser is really into going outside.
Yeah, the steel cage will definitely stop him from going outside, especially if you lock the door and make sure no one can get in or out.
Okay, I like the idea, but how about I should make a roof on the steel cage?
Sort of like a Hell in a Cell and a steel cage combined.
Yes.
Like an elimination chamber.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go on to the next match of the night, which is Sam Wildcard versus Alex Tomahawk for the NXT Championship.
I predict Alex Tomahawk is going to be the first ever 3-time NXT champion in UWE history.
Can you believe that? No one has ever won the NXT Championship 3 times before.
Yes, it is true. Alex Tomahawk has been playing some real mind games on Sam Wildcard. Alex Tomahawk had only a small NXT championship reign for like a couple days or a couple weeks, I don't know, but he lost it to I believe he lost it to Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose has been on a roll lately, which is why he's getting the opportunity to become Mr. Robux in the Bank at Robux in the Bank. Remember, you can only watch this on the UWE network for $0.00.
I have to correct myself. KJ Styles was the one who defeated Alex Tomahawk for the championship, and then Dean Ambrose defeated him, and then somebody defeated Dean Ambrose. I think it was Boo Reigns, and then Boo Reigns lost it to Sam Wildcard.
Yes, Sam Wildcard is definitely going to pick up a very good match during this event. Now, Sam the Wildcard, that's a little mouthful, but we have seen a lot of him in the past, and we've seen a lot of Alex Tomahawk in the past. My prediction is that Alex Tomahawk is going to pick up the victory, and yeah.
You agree with me. I'm gonna have to change my mind. I'm gonna go with Sam Wildcard. He's been pretty destructive, even in his single matches without the Bull Club at ringside. He's been pretty dominant for the last couple of live shows. For example, he's been dominant at the New York City live show, the Paris, France live show, and all those live shows, man, and even the Detroit, Michigan. This guy's on a roll right now, and he is just the only rookie member or former rookie member in the Bullet Club to be that dominant.
Alright, now let's move on to the main event of the night, which is Pac Wolves yourself against Silent Balor for the UWE and the Hardcore Championship.
Thumbs down to Silent Balor. I'm gonna definitely win because I have a game plan, you know. You know how I done those recent Extreme Canadian Destroyers? I did Canadian Destroyer to Shin Love Nakamura off the stage into tables, and then in EMW I did the Canadian Destroyer Mike Anarchy off the top.
Should we just start calling you the king of Canadian Destroyers? I mean, you seem to do this an awful lot. Is that your brand new finishing move?
Yes, very well, isn't it? It's one of the most impressive moves I've ever done in my career.
Alright, remember, you can only watch this match on the UWE network, youtube.com/UWE, and yeah.
You may be wondering yourself, why is Silent Balor facing me at Robux in the Bank for the Hardcore Championship? Well, let's face it, at the pre-show Battle Royal at Extreme Battles, Silent Balor won the full server Battle Royal #1 contender Battle Royal out of Extreme Battles. And during his match with Kevin Buster in the Buried Alive match, the first and only Buried Alive match, after Silent Balor buried Kevin Buster alive, the Crazy Cake, I absolutely jumped out of nowhere and I put him to the ground.
While we're talking about the main event of Robux in the Bank, we cannot ignore the cryptic messages coming from Barney the Killer. He has said he has formed an alliance with YouTube Matter, and he's saying that he and Matter will invade UWE Robux in the Bank. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm gonna have to say that Matter has been feuding with me for a very long time, like almost a year.
Keep in mind, Matter, also known as Seth Ryder, is in the Robux in the Bank ladder match. Would this have an effect on the main event, or will this have any effect on the pay-per-view at all?
I think Barney the Killer, somebody is trying to get the ladder besides Seth Ryder, and then the lights go out in the Izod Center, and Barney out of nowhere just does the Sister Abigail to the person that's trying to get the briefcase, and maybe he's gonna help Seth Ryder win the briefcase. That's my prediction. Not spoiling, no foreshadowing, just my predictions.
We have to keep in mind, he has been feuding with the Destroyer for the past 5 months. After his feud with him, he's now targeting you and UWE. Are you going to do anything to stop this man, or are you just going to let him run around?
I am going to let the Bullet Club take care of this.
Alright, you heard it here first, folks. The Bullet Club is challenging Barney the Killer.
You know what? I'm not going to take the Bullet Club to take care of him. I'm going to take Dawson Saddle to take care of him.
Alright, we don't want to murder him, you know. Alright, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for our podcast. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you at Robux in the Bank.